Hello, YouTube fam. How y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim. Fam, me and my wife been looking for a bigger place. We've been looking at houses and everything like that. We're looking at properties that, could give us more space for the things that we need. We need a bigger kitchen. We need more rooms, my wife wanted me to have a bigger man cave because she was looking at this one and she said, "Hey, you really, really, really just like don't have the space. I know that you are appreciative of the space that you have, but she said it would be great if you had more space." She said then you could just walk through people through what you got and you put it up and what you doing and everybody could probably understand what it is that you're talking about and what it is that you're doing. But, when people don't see what you bought and it's not up anywhere, they're trying to figure like, man, dude, you had no room. No, I don't have any room. She said, for you could put your Maestro cars up, and have them out there for people to see them. She said, if you want to put up your Transformers, your Power Rangers, your Fortnite stuff, your G.I. Joe, your Super 7, just anything, your Dungeons and Dragons, your Transformers, your um, starting lineup. She said it's just so much, just your DC multiverse stuff. She said you have so much of stuff that people do not know about. If they seen, they'd be tripped out on because, you have a large variety of things. You have statues that you can't put up, you know, video game collection that you want to display out and put out for people to see it. Your CD collection, your DVDs, your Blu-rays. You want people to see this stuff. You want it out for you could show it and explain. But she said right now you can't. You got a large comic book collection that you would love to have, where you could have out there where people could see it. She said the same thing with your Funko Pops. She said right now you're, dealing with space constraints and, I would like for you to have your shields on the wall along with the helmets, and all of this, the swords and everything. She said, man, she said, I want your stuff, in a way where you could be happy with it. And, I was just thinking about it and I was understanding. And, I was relating to it, man. It's just real when you sit back and actually think about all this stuff, man. You like, damn, she got a point. I need more space. And she said, possibly, the attic, some of these full finished attics or some of these basements, because we've seen a lot of finished basements. We've seen a lot of places complete where, stuff looks really good. And, we've been walking around looking at the prices, but, the things that we've been looking at is prices are going up and they're going down. So, you got to be kind of careful with this, like, you don't want to buy a house for too much and you actually had the house valuated and somebody come out and tell you the value of the house and you all of a sudden you underwater. You like, damn, I bought the house for like what, 250,000 and the house is only worth 150,000. You be like, damn, like shit, I don't think I'd be able to sell it, even if I wanted to sell. And I was looking at some of the mortgages, the prices of mortgages, man. You got to look at all of that. See, a lot of people, when they look at this stuff, man, they don't look at it wholeheartedly, man. When I'm talking about moving me and my family somewhere else, I'm talking about all the way. I'm not talking about partial of the way. I'm talking about all the way, man, because you need to pay attention to everything that you're doing. You need to pay attention to what's not being said and what's not being done. And right now, what's not really being done is people paying attention. I'm looking at everything, man, and I'm trying to make it make sense. For the longest, man, I haven't really paid since a lot of attention to a lot of stuff going on because I was like, man, I want a place to put the video games and, if I could have, I seen an attic, gigantic attic. It was the size of the damn house going all the way across. The walls were like I said, like a hexagon almost. They go like this, then they go down, then they go like this. So you have like an angle, whereas the walls are like this, where you could put bookshelves going down straight down, like at the curve, going all the way down on both sides. And my wife said, man, because, even the guy was talking, man, that'll look smoking right here. You got that going in here all the way down. You could have so much stuff displayed. Even if you had it put down from the ceiling, you would have had a lot of shit in here displayed. And I was thinking about that, talking about the games, the consoles, everything. Just imagine just all the space. And he said, man, before long, you'd be sitting there thinking to yourself, man, like I said, I was looking at people like Harry Tornado and all of them, how they were in the first house. And, they got the flipping business and all of that. They needed a warehouse. And they bought a house that actually had an extra, like an actual warehouse with it. They actually, got a house that had it, and that really helps. Phoenix Resale had what? A house that was one size, and they ended up buying another house, and he got his business in the basement. At first, he had his collection down there, and he was doing all the type of stuff with his collection. But he just went on ahead and just made it his business area. And you know what? That's real. This is what I was talking about chase after the right price. He has a house already, but he got a barn. He, sold games and all that stuff to get his gaming barn up where he can have his stuff, man. And he did it. And I'm looking at it. You can do it too, man. I've been sitting here watching some of these gamers, man. And I'm going to tell you something. One thing I was looking about with YouTube and all that, do it because you love it. Do it because you love talking. Don't do it to try to make money. Do it because you want to do it. And if you do it because it is something you want to do, you're going to make money regardless. But if you're doing it just to make money, you may not make anything. So you got to think about that. It's funny how that works. But it's actually true how this shit works, man. So you got to be kind of mindful of all that, man. My thing is I want to drop enough and, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to show you what I'm getting, what I'm doing, but right now my space is limited, and like I said, I got to, look at these places, man. But, I seen some places out south. I seen some places west. I seen some places north, the northern suburbs, man, northwest suburbs. Um, yeah, southern suburbs. Dude, I've been looking some everywhere, and I'm going to be honest with you, man. I don't want to move too far because my job is in a certain place. I don't want to be too far where I'm going to travel, damn near an hour and a half more than what I'm doing now. If I'm traveling 2 hours to work, that's kind of crazy one way. You'd be like, damn, you got to think after a while, is it even worth it at this point? Yeah, it is if you're trying to pay your bills. And I'm just saying, I'm trying to make a move that's, beneficial to me and my wife both. I was thinking, is Chicago really what I want to do, or the Chicago suburbs? Do I just want to leave Chicago? We was narrowing it down to certain states and cities and all that stuff. And like I said, then you got to read, like the things about everything. You got to pay attention, man. Like I said, the world is a big place, but if you really look at it, sometimes it's really small. I'm used to Chicago and all the stores and how everything is so right at your fingertips. You could be on a bus or Uber, a train, and you could be any damn where. You could be on a metro, a pace bus, or whatever. You could be anywhere in the city within minutes. You could be at any Target, Walmart, Ross, DD's. There's 109 Rosses in Illinois. I'm not talking about just Chicago. I'm talking about in Illinois. That's a lot of them. It's a lot of Family Dollars. It's about close to 100 and some Family Dollars in Illinois. Dollar Trees in Illinois, about 100. 100 Walgreens in Illinois. Dude, there's a lot of these things. And the reason why I'm bringing them up so much, because some of these places are where I go to, like with the Rosses. Like I said, it's 109 Rosses in Illinois, man. And like I said, I think I've been at least to like 30 or 40 of them. So my biggest thing is, man, that's what I talk about. These are the things that I look at. You're looking at these things, man. You're looking at what you want to buy and what you want to get into, man. And like I said, I go to different places, man. And that's what, I've been up to lately. Just checking out stuff, man. If I can't be there, my wife go and check for me. And people say collecting is a single person, a one person sport. No, it's not. Collecting is how you gonna do it with the person you're gonna do it with. Is it okay for both of y'all? Like I said, stop making everything just about yourself. And if you put other people in, you can win. You know, like I said, if more than one person thinking about just, moving, that's one thing. But, what would you put your man cave in here? We walking around the property. My wife said, where you gonna put the man cave at? Put ideas in my head. Let me know that you are thinking, where you gonna put the man cave at? Man, you can put it right up in this attic right here. It's finished, and you got all this space right here. It's space for days, and there was so much space. She said, man, I don't think you will run out of space here at all. Even the guy was like, damn, I don't know what you got, but you may not run out of space for a long time up here. Man, the place had like a screened in porch, and it had like a finished basement, man. It was big as hell. The basement was so big. She said, you could even use the basement. She said, but damn, that just looked like too much space. You use the basement? She said, damn, like you got couches and chairs, TVs on walls. She said, look, it just looked like you got to do too much down here just to fill this space up. And she said, before long, she said, I know you'll fill it up. You'll find stuff to buy. And that's the thing that got me, man, that made me happy, that I was looking at it and I was like, yeah, uh, collection growing, man. It's time to make some moves, man. You got to do what you got to do. You can't worry about, you know, what you don't got. You just got to worry about making it better for yourself. But to later, fam, thank you for watching. Peace out.